Welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode number 78, recorded on October 27th, 2012. I'm your host, Cider. Hello, everyone, and welcome to, a particular spooktacular version of Bronyville podcast, I guess, since the episode itself is going to be released on Halloween. So that's pretty apt. Sandy is out this week. He had a personal emergency. He had to go check in on his sister, so he is not with us this week, but we do have two co-hosts to fill in his stead, and a guest first in this corner, weighing in at, I don't know how much you weigh, Tinko Man, or Gerjet. How you doing, sir?
Greetings. I'm doing well right now.
Doing fine over there in Germany?
Yes, even though winter started today. Snows everywhere and trying to get winter wheels.
I'm very curious. I think it's like 70 degrees outside, but temperatures never change. Or, God, what is that in Celsius? Like 15. I don't know. It's nice out, and it's just funny to hear everyone just talking about, yeah, it's been snowing for 2 weeks and a half. So, yeah, very cool. We have a very European-focused show today because we also have Midnight Shadow.
Hello.
Howdy, sir. It's been a while since we've had you back on.
Couple of weeks, yeah. And then before that, forever.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, we have to make sure you don't get too big on yourself and just be like, I could just walk all over this show.
Well, I can't.
Be the Midnight Shadowy show.
It's the Midnight Shadow and AC show.
Yes, to some extent.
One day.
Published on Mondays. And our guest this week is we have a voice actress with us. One of the times we are most gracious to bring someone that is a talent that actually works on the Friendship is Magic show. We have Anneli Heed. Hello, Anneli.
Hi.
Or let me remember. Anneli. There we go. I have to make sure I get
Anneli.
it correctly. And Anneli. Gah.
Yeah.
I am just terrible at this. I'm an American that just mangles any name, and a Southerner to add to that. So any word that comes past me, I'm going to have to find a way to just completely butcher.
Okay, but every time I hear something like, oh, I'm like, yeah, what is it? What do you want? It's me.
Just say L. Hey, L.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Could you pass some licorice? Huh? What? Huh? Just hear that. All right. Well, Anneli, what do you just so you can go ahead and introduce yourself out there? You do a little bit of work on the show. If you would like to explain further.
Yeah. I do in the Swedish version of My Little Pony. I do the voice of Spike the Dragon and Sweetie Belle and Shirley from the middle of the season. And then I do the singing voice for Rainbow Dash, and I do photo finish, and then I do Swedish Spitfire. Which you are most known for, and your Twitter icon is. So yes, you do the translated version over in Sweden for a lot of the characters, actually, not just Spitfire. So you're doing multiple duty on everything in Europe. Oh, and someone's saying, don't forget Bon Bon. Oh, sorry, Bon Bon.
There's so many. Well, there's so many. There's the ones that actually have names, and then there's the background characters that that there's just like Pony number 17. I have to do that voice this week.
Oh, no. But I always keep track of her, but now I lost her. Sorry, I won't do it again.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We are an over-passionate bunch that keeps track of everything. There was a character that showed up for a frame and a half that had this. We need a name. Just going nuts however we can. So we are a very passionate bunch. And you feed a little bit of that passion. It seems like you did the version of Spitfirelicious a while back.
Yeah, I did that. No, but I really like this community and the people here, and I'm so happy to make people happy. So, well, I thought, well, if she can do the delicious thing, I want to do the delicious thing. So I did a delicious thing.
That you did. And
yeah.
It's awesome to have you here. We have a full show ahead of us. News. We are going to talk a little bit of fic, and then do a little bit of talking to Anneli. There we go. I'm getting it down. About just her work, about how it has been doing voice acting and doing dubs for the show. So we can pull a little bit of that in. First, there's one very important thing we need to fill in. This is the stopper for the show, Anneli. If we do not do this one thing, unfortunately, the show falls apart. It all collapses upon itself, and time stops, I believe. But we can't be totally sure. I need to check in with everyone to check and find out their favorite characters and favorite episodes. So, let me start with this. I'll go through and take care of you last. I'll give you a little bit of time to brew on it. Tinko, I need to find out favorite character and favorite episode.
Favorite character is like the last 2 times the Fluttershy. So, for explanation, just listen into old shows. And favorite episode, this time I leave a blank space because I'm waiting for the premiere of the 2nd season over here to see if the dub version of the 2nd season might change my opinion.
Well, what is it right now? Just if you had to put one down before the season 2 comes through.
It's still one season 2 episode. It is Putting Your Hoof Down, and I wait for the dubbed version, which will be aired in 3 weeks over here.
Okay, very cool. All right, Midnight Shadow, I gotta know. Wait a second. You've got a very interesting choice.
I do.
You do.
Of the character or the episode?
Well, the character is interesting. I don't believe that
Okay,
I've seen you.
It has to be Spitfire.
Yeah,
How
it
could it
has
not
to be Spitfire, huh?
It's always
good
been the Spitfire. And Spikey's best dragon as well.
All right. And episode?
I think it's still Lesson 0.
Okay.
Or is now Lesson 0 at least, because that's just so crazy.
I do have to admit, I watched Luna Eclipsed last night, it was last night, and I was kind of like, it may not be as sparkling as I remember it, but it's still a pretty good episode. I have to say, it was just kind of like, I need my Halloween episode, get it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that Wednesday.
It's a good episode. I don't know. Hurricane Fluttershy is pretty good. Anyway, Anneli, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. So now we've come to your point. We've let you brew a little bit. Have to know these two. What is your favorite character from the show?
Since I voice 6 ponies and 1 dragon, it's kind of hard for me to decide. But I think it is Spitfire.
Yeah, I wasn't too surprised on that one.
And close to second is the photo finish, because she's just amazingly fun to do with the Austrian accent and everything. She's like so cool.
That is very interesting, and especially since it's a dub, having the Austrian accent over here, it comes across as like really kind of like, oh, that's crazy, like that's really, really foreign, like trying to put it down. But in Europe, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, she's Austrian. Yeah, that's totally where she's from.
She's like my neighbor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I hang out with her on Wednesday. She's great.
Yeah.
She makes this awesome souffle. It's awesome. You should hang out sometime. All right, and as for the show, what I'm not sure how much you've actually watched of the show, either the U.S. or the versions that have been dubbed out there. But what is your favorite episode thus far?
I like the one that's called Green is your color. Because they're
a photo finish, right?
Yeah, photo finish, and Spike is telling everyone about his love for Rarity, and that's very sweet. So that's my favorite.
All right, very, very cool. That is a good episode. I recall. That is certainly a very good choice, especially considering the characters that you have played. So yeah, let me make sure we get this down on the document. Spitfire and Putting Your Hoof Down. There we go. That was some awesome.
No.
Typing.
Green isn't your color.
Oh, I'm wrong.
That was mine.
There you go. You guys are
It's
taking care of
okay.
it. You're handling it for me. All right. Well, while we get
Can I
that.
just say-
Oh, what
Can
was
I
that?
just say a little thing? A little thing? A little thing?
Yes, go ahead.
People are asking where they can find my Spitfire Licious, and it's actually on Twitter. So if you really search for it, it's there. I think it's in Audio Boo or something it's called. But no one has animated to it yet, so if somebody wants to do that, it's okay.
You just put a cross on that. All right.
I'll see if I can ask Mr. Ponyada.
Yeah, get one of those guys,
awesome.
or be interesting to
He's
get
good at it.
Get Black Griffin if he'd be interested in doing such thing.
That would be cool.
He could be around. I wonder if he's around right now. I don't know. We'd have to see. He's off doing things, I recall. All right, well, that's super cool. We'll be talking definitely some more during the episode, and then we will get in depth with kind of some of your work and acting and voice acting and your work on the show. For right now, I do have a sponsor I need to bring up. That sponsor is We Love Fine, the purveyors of fantastic t-shirts and gear. They came out with a Rainbow Dash book bag this week. It is ridiculous. It just sticks on your back, and it looks like Rainbow Dash is giving you a constant hug. But you can put stuff in it, so it looks awesome. That is We Love Fine, 10% off of your purchase if you use the code Bronyville10. I'm trying to remember, Tinko Man, there was an actual vendor that is handling a lot of the stuff in Europe now, if I'm correct?
Kinda. Get Digital is a European partner of We Love Fine, but sometimes the shipping delays a bit because we are ordering too much for them that the restocking from We Love Fine takes a lot of time. So we over here we often need to wait for months that the ship from the States crosses the Atlantic Ocean with new pony shirts.
Ooh. Trying to get the pony, it takes a little while. But
Yes, and direct ordering from We Love Fine has some high shipping costs for us. So for one shirt, we pay about 25 euros just in shipping.
Mm-hmm. So you're paying double pretty much to get the shirt across. So order in bulk, I guess. Do very big orders and try and get it over. Yeah. All right. Well, that's We Love Fine. They're awesome creators of t-shirts and designs. And our second one is Las Pegasus Unicon. This is a convention coming up in Las Vegas, Nevada, on February 22nd through 24th, 2013 at the Riviera Hotel and Casino, again in Vegas. There are many guests of the official show staff. I will be there. Many fan guests will be attending as well, and it seems like it's going to be a really awesome time. Go check that out. That is LasPegasusUnicon.com. Go ahead and register. They have ticket packages and everything waiting there for you. All right, and moving forward, it's news time. I have no Sandy to check and see if anything is on fire. Midnight, is things on fire?
No.
Okay, that's cool. Just gotta do the fire watch. So
Yeah, I think we're all waiting for season 3, aren't we?
I
So
know, 14 days for us in the States. 14
It's
days.
forever.
I know it does. Though it does. It's going to be just. I do one more of these shows after this one, and then we get a new episode, and then we get to just extrapolate ad nauseum about Pony once more. A long ponyless summer will come to an end here, and season 2 will finally show up over there in Europe. So, very, very cool there. Let's go through the news articles we've got here. Season 3 promo. This came across just some clips from the first season that is out there, or the first episode of the third season, and the notable things. It looks like there may be some Wonderbolt training with Dash. There may be some. There's plenty of clips from the season premiere that is out there in Sombra. So there are. It's just a little TV spot, so nothing too particularly spoilery. But that is all there is. That's all there really is there to it. It's just another little morsel to keep us going for another 14 days. Did any of you guys also take a look at it?
Well, I mostly take a look at the Septuit episode summaries, and one episode I'm looking for is the titles are still Wilmot, because we know Septuit, the Apple family reunion, because you all remember Uncle Applestool, and I really hope that he not only was a noodle incident, but also maybe he can be an interesting character, even though they play with stereotypes.
So you're saying you're going to have a German apple strudel, extended relative of the Apple family? Is that what you're hoping for?
Yes, how to deal with him, because in the Zap Apple episode he just was a noodle incident, but it's always interesting to see how Canadians deal with German stereotypes and how Americans deal with German stereotypes.
Yeah, we just like to put you guys in lederhosen. That's usually the best way that we go on it. Like, yeah, suspenders, lederhosen. There we go. That's German. Yes,
and I live here in the heart of Bavaria in Munich and only see lederhosen while Oktoberfest.
But no, that's how Germans are. You guys are always rocking a lederhosen and drinking beer constantly. That might be true. I'm not sure.
Okay, the beer part is kind of true, because beer is a liquid bread.
Yeah, it is the handling of that is the consumption device for water. So yeah, just on that. So that's season 3. We've got some episode ideas that are floating around, but none that are particularly set in stone, but we are getting ridiculously close to a season 3 of My Little Pony. So, hooray! That's going to be great. Looking forward to that, finally. Oh, it's been so long since we've actually had some new episodes to wet our beaks. Also, there is a happy birthday announcement we would like to send out there. This is very, very important to all those listening. But Derpy Hooves becomes her first birthday. October 25th was Derpy Day. So happy birthday to the creation of our wonderful wall-eyed mare. That is the day, I suppose, that we first noticed, or the episode got aired that featured the cross-eyed mare, and that is super cool.
25th,
yep.
Happy Derpy Day.
That's the day after mine.
Oh, you're like birthday friends, birthday neighbors.
Almost, yeah.
Does that mean that we have to? All right, time to sing "Happy Birthday" to Midnight Shadow.
God, no, it's already gone.
Happy birthday to you, Midnight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Midnight Shadow Pony. Happy birthday to you. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Got that together.
I got Swedish Spitfire singing to me happy birthday. My life is complete.
You're welcome.
That was
Thank
awesome.
You.
Very, very cool. So yes, happy birthday to both Derpy and to Midnight Shadow, I suppose. So that is cool. Nice to have that little bit of information out there. Of course, many of these characters are 1 year old, but that was one we made. We did that. As for other things, so there's those Funko figurines out there that have gone into Hot Topics and things like that. The Derpy and the Dash are the ones that are currently out there. Fans have been asking the Funko guys what the next ones will be, and they confirmed that there will be next ones, and the next one will be Dr. Hooves and Fluttershy. So you can expect at your Hot Topic or wherever you purchase Funko figurines, you can pick up a Dr. Hooves or Fluttershy, and add that to your collection. They're large. Supposedly they're like the fashion size, so they're not like the small little brushables. They're actually a nice sizable pony. Perhaps a spit.
He's so cute.
Perhaps
These are large, aren't they?
Fluttershy.
Oh, hi, Fluttershy
yeah.
showed up.
Hi, yeah. I just came around to say hello. That wasn't that good. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That was just like, oh wait, hold on. We're getting a transmission from over here. Oh, Fluttershy showed up for a moment. How nice. And everyone in the chat is starting to just grab their hearts and heart attacks of cuteness. So
everybody died.
Yeah.
Hope you're happy now.
Oh, look at that OMGs
My
and
plan all
awes.
along.
They're all enjoying themselves. So, new figurines coming out there. Of course, no idea when they will be out, but new figurines are coming. Let's see other things that we have out here. Adweek Caves to Pony, the adweek.com website, which follows a lot of the branding, advertising, tech talk. Supposedly, it seems that the bronies have been hitting them pretty hard about, the show, because if there's one thing that we really, really like to do, it is tell everyone how good the show is. And supposedly they just went, all right, fine, we'll do a hot issue thing on December 3rd about the show. By the way, what is Best Pony? And then so many people wrote in that they said, okay, we'll add Princess Luna. Jeez.
Look who's winning.
Yeah, look at you. How many times did you do it, Tetra? Oh, no. Rainbow Dash is in the lead. I'm voting all Twilight. Return to poll. There's no Spitfire here. I guess. Okay, I'll do one vote for Spitfire, just to make sure.
Thank you.
There we are. Voting. There we go. Oh, wow. Other is actually beating Derpy. Wow, that's interesting. And then all the votes for Twilight Sparkle. All right. I think the Dashers are obviously trying to game the system. You can vote multiple times, and they're doing that on purpose. I'm not insinuating that there is any tomfoolery going on, but still. All right, so that's Adweek. They're going to write something up on Pony, so that's going to be very, very interesting there. Next up, I'm just going to go ahead and skip this one because it was a little bit of information about an executive saying the reason that this season is 13 episodes is simply because it's cheaper. You do 13 episodes. It's going to be, it was just a money move. They're like, we don't have to spend that much money, and we just keep, duplicating the episode, and there you go. So, however, that's what executives say. And the last one is a link to an animation I thought was cool called Daylight's End. It is supposedly a League of Legends song that someone did, and it is all Luna, all just her flying around, and then the transformation. So you can check that out. That is in the show notes. You can find the show notes over at bronieshow.com or bronyvillepodcast.com and look at the show notes that are attached there. Oh boy, I've been talking a lot.
Yes, you did.
Yes. I just need to charge through these so we can talk to Anneli. I'll get your name right some point.
Someday it will happen.
It will. Well, let's get this this last little bit going. Books, fanfic suggestions. I decided I wanted to do something a little spooky this week. I wanted to find something that was neat that you guys could read, something that was an easy read, and I want something a little dark. But not in the usual term of a lot of the dark fic that is out there where it is like grim, crazy dark, bad ponies, bad. So I found this one right here called Pinkie Pie is an Eldritch Abomination. And the basis is that it is Twilight studies into examining and studying Pinkie Pie, and then she trying to figure out and her believing that Pinkie Pie has some sort of ability that makes you forget how she breaks reality. So it is a neat little read. I thought it was great. It's dark, but only dark in so much the way that it's just kind of poking at the fourth wall and like her and Pinkie's abilities. So it's a really good. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something a little spooky around this holiday. And that is Pinkie Pie is an Eldritch Abomination. Link is in the show notes. Gerjet, you have a recommendation here.
Yes, and instead of a fanfic, one of the official NLP books, which are released over here, there are already 3 books released from the Swagger and Steinlein Publishing. First of all, we have a magnet book, then we have a pop-up book, and But what I want to recommend is the read-along book, which is for boys and girls age 4 and up. 2 little official My Little Pony stories. The first story is a dragon wants to befriend Fluttershy. And the second story, the whole town of Bronyville makes a party for Pinkie Pie. There are 2 neat little stories for younger children and usable if you babysit some little filly at a friend's house or at a family's house.
And they are part of the official line, so you're helping out Hasbro and the show creators for purchasing that. So very, very cool. All right, and that is the official MLP read-along book, and you can find that in the show notes as well. Midnight, do you have anything besides your own stuff, as usual?
I actually do, but I'm trying to find the link to it. Since you mentioned being scared, there was a relatively short, scary one that I'm trying to get the hold of, so I'll let you know when I find it.
Okay, sounds good. We'll move on. So it's talking time. We can move to topics, and we have Anneli here.
Yeah.
We can go in detail now. This is the topic time.
Finally.
Yes, and I'm saying it right.
No. Yes, you're saying it perfectly fine.
I'm trying my best. Trying to make sure.
Try to pronounce it with a British A.
Well, the way I've kind of got it down is I have to kind of like bring it out like Ellie. So it's like I have Anneli, like Anneli. There we go.
Yes, perfect.
Look at these. How many do you have? We'll have a batch Anneli.
Yeah.
So there you go. Trying to do word messerobs to try and get things right. So, Anneli, and Ellie.
Yeah.
You are a voice actress over there in where are you located at? I mean, not street blocks and things like that, but where are you situated?
I'm in Stockholm, Sweden, and I want to make a shout out to the Swedish bronies. Woo!
Very cool, excellent.
Hi there.
How have you had much interaction with them over in Sweden and Stockholm or?
Not until a couple of weeks ago, actually. I had contact with a couple of them, and then someone invited me to the Swedish Facebook Brony group. So now I have a little bit of contact with them, yeah.
And so you're just chatting along with them and finding out, and I'm sure they're all, with how like overly how passionate the bros are, like, yeah, we're having an event, come on down, you can hang with us all the time.
It hasn't happened yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Well, maybe.
so we'll see that they're, now that they've heard that out there, it's like, she'll hang. Let's do this.
They're gonna have a big convention in Gothenburg, I think, next summer.
Really?
So yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and we do have Tinko Man here. Does have his own. Looks like Galacon's coming back, from what it sounds like.
Yes, we are pretty in the hot preparation phase. When your contract's finally signed, so we will be kind of moving out of Stuttgart because we need space, and we are still in the Stuttgartian metropolitan area. We are now in Ludwigsburg. We are using the forum in Ludwigsburg for the next Galacon. Dates will be August 3rd and 4th next year. Mm-hmm. And yes, we are still making some contracts, phoning and talking with voice actors. Over here in Europe, currently we, as you saw on our Twitter, we try also to get Miss Vasquez, the French voice of Rarity, but also, like already announced last time at Galacon, Anneli will make a return.
Hooray!
To Galacon. Yay! So you can start booking your flight tickets. Ticket sale will be starting with 2013. But yeah, we are still preparing some stuff, and yeah.
And that the image we have on the that's the forum, correct?
Yes, that's the venue. It is the fountain before the venue, and the venue in the background.
That is a nice looking venue, if I may say. There's a
Yep.
pretty space. All right, that looks awesome. So that's Galacon coming up, and as mentioned, Anneli will be there as well. It sounds like so very cool. So moving back, so Anneli, you've actually had you've started getting some contact with the bronies that you've met. Now, I would have to assume, unless I'm terribly wrong on this, that this is probably your first time actually interacting with a whole bunch of people that are like, oh, you're part of this. I love that. Like getting part of the whole brony momentum and zeal, if I may say.
Yeah. I went to Galacon this August. I was in Germany for the Galacon, and that was the first time that I ever met bronies, and I kind of fell in love with everyone there.
just the way that everyone was so just into what you were working on.
Yeah, what everyone was working on in the pony show. I mean, everyone was so sweet and creative and happy, and it was just amazing to be there and to meet people.
Mm-hmm. And had you done many conventions before then, or was this kind of like one of your first times?
My first time.
Oh wow! So you went in as a rock star on your first go.
Well, it was fantastic, and I really want to do it again. So I'm so happy I'm coming back to Galacon.
Awesome, very cool. Yeah, it's great to see, and it's kind of the same over here. I noticed that the VAs that I've met, the ones that I think once they get over the first, like, there are 1,000 people that really want to meet me. This is very interesting. They really start to go like, wow, this is really. It's almost hard to put of just like, these are people that really care about the show, really care about me, are all super creative, and just they funnel this like almost entirely positive energy just into so many different avenues. Like it's pretty fascinating to watch it as it goes, and so you've run into that a little bit, as you've mentioned. Let's see, and you said that Spitfire is the one that you're most known for, and you do many of the other side characters as well. Let's see, trying to see. Well, let me go with this. We'll step back a little bit and talk about this. So let's talk about how did Anneli get into acting? How did you get into doing VA work leading up to your involvement with the show?
Oh, it's a long story. It was I'm a stand-up comedian and an impersonator, so I do a lot of celebrity voices in Sweden on stage. And then somebody from one of the big dubbing studios contacted me and said, "Ooh, do you want to do cartoon voices?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I started to do that, and I have done that for a couple of years now. And I'm in a lot of different shows, and I do a lot of different kinds of voices. I do everything from young girls and young boys to old women, and I just do a lot of different voices.
Mm-hmm. I think, in addition to the obviously the My Little Pony and the multiple show voices that you've done inside of the show, I looked up a little stuff earlier and thought it was very interesting that you did the voice of Tigress for Kung Fu Panda 2, the Swedish version of that.
Yeah,
that was
and
was
also
like, ooh.
It's also I also do the Legends of Awesomeness.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about the crew from the Kung Fu Panda movies. So.
Oh yes, that one.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a number 3. There's gonna be a third film about the panda and the guys.
And they'll pull you in for that one. That'll be very good. Nothing like a little bit more work and a little bit more exposure out there for you. So very, very good.
It's a fun character, so.
Yeah.
I'm actually the Swedish answer to Angelina Jolie.
Oh. Wow.
She does that voice in the original version, so I can call myself the Swedish Angelina Jolie.
Swedish Angelina. that I have to say, I think that's quite a good compliment to say. Oh yeah, Angel.
Yeah. People are like, what? You are? Oh, I see the voice. Yeah.
Well, Huh? Okay, all right, we'll go with that. That sounds really good. That's a good comparison to make right there. Like, yeah, they decided I sounded good enough to be like Angelina Jolie.
I was going to say Tabitha from at least all the work she does on My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, how many voices does Tabitha do?
She does. Tabitha St.
Quite a
Germain, who does
few.
Rarity. She does. She does Luna. She does Rarity. And she does a lot of some of the background characters too. She did Derpy, and she did. She's done like Bon Bon, which is kind of the other silly one of just like her voice keeps changing. But you know, that's almost the joke at this point. So yeah, that is good on that.
And I actually dubbed her for a couple of other shows as well, because I always recognize the different American voice actors' voices. So I was like, oh, that's Tabitha St. Germain. Ah, cool. Again, we meet again. So I've dubbed her in a couple of Barbie movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the first time.
Super cool on that. And just so I know, I'm kind of curious about the whole process. So when you get, let's move to this. So when you get not only Pony, but like, you know, Kung Fu Panda or any other stuff, you're doing the dub and you're trying to, you know, you've got the dual job of trying to layer the voice on top of what's already been animated out there.
Yeah.
So how does that process go? Are you like recording at the same time with the other voice actors or actresses? You know, or how does that process usually work?
We're always alone in Sweden. We're always alone, and we, you know, you have your own voice in one headphone, and the American voice in one headphone, and then you have your script, and then you have the screen with the cartoons, and then you just try to do your best at exact time. You start at exact time, and then you stop at exact time.
So it's a lot of going back and being like, I just need to tighten that up just a little bit. Just a lot of rinse.
If you're new in the game, yeah. That sounded a bit. Well, it's a thing that you learn as time goes by. When you can do it, you can do it. It's like riding a bicycle.
Mm-hmm. You're just setting those two things together. That same thing kind of happens over here as well. The voice acting studio that I went to a few times actually has a tutor or a class that they take on, you know, if you are trying to dub Japanese to American, and it's all just like watch the screen, look at the script, listen to it, and try and get the lips to work as closely as you can. It's all just kind of factoring in those pieces.
That's got to be hard, though, to keep your kind of enthusiasm up on a piece of, you know, a kind of part of the speech, and you've done it 5 million times already, and you've got to sound really perky and excited. That's got to be difficult.
No, it's just so much fun. So it's very easy because it's very, it's very fun. I can't speak tonight.
Well, no. I mean, it's I can understand that to the point that, you know, you're going to breathe life into a character, and that is going to kind of turn into it. And it sounds like you genuinely do. I mean, you are a performer. You do stand up, and you know you also do silly pony voices, and sounds like you enjoy that a great deal.
Yeah, I really do.
All right, so that was very cool on that. I'm trying to see. Let me bring this up to the chat real quick. Do you guys have any particular questions you would like to bring up to Anneli, or I guess to any of us, if we really have? We can filter some of those through. Let's see. So, as I said, sounds like season. Are you currently working and getting some of the stuff done for the show at this time, or are they still filtering things your way, or are they? Is it kind of in a lull? Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Are you talking to me?
Oh yeah, I was just checking.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was just kind of wondering.
I was reading it in the chat.
It's fine.
Somebody wrote that I embarrassed myself. I'm like, what did I do? I'm so sorry. What did I do? Now I want to read what I did, but I can't find it.
I don't know. Explain again. Well, let's see. Well, we can do this. X Sheppy wants to know, do you have education as an actress?
No, I don't. But I have done a lot of improv theater, so
How long have you been doing improv?
for 12 years.
Mm-hmm. And how'd you get into doing that? Just had a bored night and just went, sure, improv studio, let's do this.
Yeah.
I've got a weekend. I want to do something neat. These people make silly noises and do weird gestures. Sure, let's see if we can make something of it. Well, what was the first night and first experience of that like?
Of the dubbing, my first dubbing experience.
Well, let's go with your first experience of doing improv, and then your first dubbing.
Oh.
We can do both of those.
Oh, that was a long time ago. I think I just tagged along with the friends, like, oh, I'm going to this improv group. You wanna come with? And I was like, yeah, totally. So I tried it, and I really liked it. So I got stuck there. And I mean, it's so fun. It's to just say something on top of your head, just to say something. Really improvise.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. We have just to interject real quick. Tetra Pony is asking, have you ever wanted something pony to be drawn? Pretty much what he is asking is he is our resident drawer for the show, and he takes requests and sometimes does silly things. So is there any recommendation or something you would like to see drawn?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Actually, I have got some very nice art has been sent to me. So I really like when I get the art. I can't think of anything right now, but I can think of it in like a couple of minutes.
Okay, sure. If you have something, you can send that drawer. AC, please. He's an artiste. I'm sorry. He uses the pencils and makes things on the papers there. But you said your first experience. Let's move back a little bit. Your first experience doing dubbing. How was that? And what project was it for?
It was for a show called Dive Ollie Dive. It's called Tess Ube in Swedish, and it's one of the biggest channels for kids in Sweden. It's SVT. And I came there, and I thought it was just like a generic test to see how my timing was and if I could do it. And then when I saw the little it's a water scooter boy, I saw him moving his lips, and he was like, "Oh, he speaks Swedish now! Oh, wait a minute, that was me! Oh, cool!" And then I was heading home, and they called me and said, "Oh, yeah, you got the part." And I was like, "What part?" The one you read for, the one you. Oh, cool, cool.
It's like that wasn't a one-time thing. Oh, you're gonna keep paying me for this. This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's nice. Hey guys, did you guys know that you could actually make money by saying things? This is great.
No, but I have always been interested in cartoon voices, so I really knew. But I thought that it was just gonna be like a generic test, like, oh, we'll call you when something, something that suits you, or I didn't know it was a voice test for this specific character, so that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Ever since I saw The Little Mermaid, I was like, oh, I want to do that. I really want to do voices in cartoons. So I was really happy when they asked me to come along.
Mm-hmm. And what is the actual voice acting community like there in Sweden? I mean, it's just kind of like the it seems like a fair amount of it is dubbing of material that's coming across from elsewhere in the world, but you certainly have worked on particularly local work as well.
Well, it's not that big of we're not that many. I think we're like 100, 150 people.
Mm-hmm.
Does this in Sweden. And there's kind of, I think it's like less than 10 dubbing studios right now. So...
All right.
I don't know. What do you want to know?
Oh, no. It was just kind of the interest of like the size and everything that was inside of there and how like tight knit the community is.
Mm.
All right. That's fine. I actually have a question. I'm gonna have to try and say this. Chowder. Okay, that works. How surprised are you about the fact that My Little Pony is a show particularly made for little girls, but the people that have kind of rallied around it, or an older crowd? You know, when you first started doing this, were you just kind of like, yeah, this is going to be just a little show, or did you actually know that there was any form of a fan following around it?
I had no idea that it was a fan base following it around. I had no idea when I started to record it. It was actually not until I recorded the last episode that I found out about that. But yeah, I was very like, wow, there is? Cool. Okay, so I have to kind of dig into this. So I read a little bit and I thought, hey, cool.
And where do you go to where is your go-to for information about the community?
I was at Equestria Daily.
There you go.
That was the first page that I found, I think.
Landed on that and explored information, and then kind of went from there. Just saw the fan outreach and everything that's happened, and then obviously then things progressed, and you got invited to Galacon and such.
Yeah.
All right.
That's nice. And I didn't know anything about the big Spitfire thing video until I got invited to Galacon. So that was when I discovered that. I was like, whoa, okay.
well, just so I know, just right offhand, what's the big Spitfire video?
It's like my face when Swedish Spitfire.
Mm-hmm.
Dot. Yeah.
I think I did see that image pop out a little of that. Let me all right.
Oh, I think that's on YouTube, if it's the one I'm looking at.
Well, Mitty, go ahead and detail it for us, sir.
I haven't actually seen it yet. I'm going to have to go and look.
Okay.
I will copy the link address, though. I can put it in the Skype chat, I suppose.
Put it in the Skype chat, maybe even the show notes.
There we go. I'll put it in the show notes, yeah.
Chowder is now going, Spitfire answered my question, all the letters. Very, very. Let's see. Favorite. For some reason, Vanilla Days wants to know your favorite type of pie.
Apple pie.
Oh.
No, just kidding. Äpplepaj.
Oh, wow. I really want an apple pie now. It went from, oh, yeah, an apple pie to, oh, apple pie. Oh, my. That's a delicious pie. Let's see. Checking anything on that. Well, let's see.
Everyone is writing the word in the chat.
Well, you said that you do comedy as well. You do some stand up. Is there any particular times or places you can be found to doing any of your stand up or going or do you do it any regularly or at any particular locations if someone wanted to catch your set?
Now it's kind of I don't do that much of stand up right now. Just for companies that contact me via my homepage. I'm not out on the clubs right now because I have to write some new material and I have to do that.
And just try and get it done. Then all this voice acting keeps popping up.
Yeah, actually, that's very true. It's like, no, I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to go make some... So, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
obviously,
that's my job.
Well, I could do that, or I gotta go set up the microphone and go make some money. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's cool. And you've done that. You've got the comedy that goes around. So mostly the as you said, corporate events and things of that sort. Is there any other projects that you're working on right now, or is it pretty much primarily MLP based, or the other voice acting that you're doing? Is there anywhere you would like to direct this large audience listening right now?
Well, I have recorded a lot of things that I can't say anything about yet, but I can say that much that I'm in the Swedish version of Avatar: The Legend of Korra, and I'm in that. Actually, the new show that I'm in, it premiered just yesterday. It's Gravity Falls, and I'm in there as well. And I just did this Monster High movie, so.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot of big properties. I've been hearing a lot about Monster High and all that, so that's great. And people are everyone's going Legend of Korra, wow, loving that.
It's a good show.
Yeah, actually, and I'm gonna have to say this: Days Sal 5, Boss 15. What is your favorite show right now?
My favorite show. I have to say, I really like the ponies. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here right now. I really like that show, and I want season 2 to come to Sweden as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
what is the what just so we can break it down? What do you like about the show so much besides us being particularly rabid about it?
I like all the characters and how the show stands for something good. I really like that. A lot of shows stand for something good, yeah. But this show is, all the music and oh my gosh, the music is so good. I'm still in love with the This Day Area song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started to listen to that like a week before Galacon, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And it's just I like that song really much.
Yeah, you go into the send an email across and just being like, by the way, if you want me to play either of those characters, I might be able to do that. It might be fun. Do you do much singing for your voice acting, or?
Yeah, I do a lot of singing. I do Rainbow Dash's singing voice in the Swedish version.
Now everyone's trying to get you to sing This Day Aria. I don't know if the microphone was better in Skype. I could, but the sound here is not that. Yeah, it's coming across
Twitter,
pipes. Maybe later. Yeah, you've got your SoundCloud, and perhaps get a Swedish cover of This Day Aria, depending if copyright laws don't disagree with that.
Let's say like this: if people bug me enough on Twitter, I might just do it.
And what's your Twitter address?
It's Anneli.
Oh,
just my name.
So harassing Anneli at Anneli Heed. Perhaps you might get an unofficial version of Swedish This Day Aria or regular This Day Aria
or in English. I think.
Or either way.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get such a thing. All right, that's great on that. Yeah, the music. Have you sung? You said that you sang for some of the other things. Were you part of any of the music for the show thus far? Or?
Do you mean so? Yeah, Rainbow Dash's singing voice.
Oh, okay. So you actually do her singing voice. So you've done it for like the gala and some of the other pieces. Oh, okay.
Everything she sings in season 1 in Swedish is me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but one sad thing is that I didn't get to listen to how the girl that makes her voice in Swedish. I didn't get to hear how she sounds. So I just like, okay, so well, I just do this, and then I heard that she's a bit darker than me. So it's like, oh no, I didn't match it. So yeah.
She's darker, as in just a little bit deeper of a voice. You would say. Yeah,
she's deeper of a voice and if I knew that, I would of course sing deeper as well.
Okay, well, stuff for moving forward. Just be like, bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden, horse Rainbow Dash, which of course has its own connotations of being, of course, horse Rainbow Dash. No, I've been dreaming and waiting. No, I don't think that's right. A little bit. That's a bit too deep. Christian Bale, now Rainbow Dash.
So. Do you also sing the voice for? I think it says you do Sweetie Belle.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, and sometimes no.
Okay, because how about the that glorious '80s rock ballad that they did for the? Was it Cutie Mark Chronicles? No, it was the other one.
Showstoppers.
Yeah. Did you sing that one?
I don't remember. Sorry.
You don't remember?
No.
That was it's the famous song that the trio did. That was everybody wants to hear it sung correctly.
Yeah, they were supposed to sing it real bad, wasn't it? That one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I guess I did.
I suppose at some point I sang badly on purpose.
It's so much fun to sing badly on purpose. I really like that. Sometimes I go around at home and like nah, and like really sing bad. People are like, stop doing. Why are you doing that? It's like, it's fun.
I have a feeling that people that actually can sing enjoy to not sing well when they don't have to be. just simply for the fact that people just go, well, they're gonna get this person to sing really serious. Like I hear that joker, and then you actually pop it out, and they're like, whoa. That's actually
That's
pretty
going
good.
to be my excuse now.
It's like,
My excuse is I can swing, but I want to sing badly.
yeah. I'm just singing terribly on purpose. If I really needed to, I could bust it out. Yeah. How you do it? Oh, let's see. Checking the chat. Unless Mitty or Gerjet has any particular thing that they want to ask you while we have you here.
I did have that one question.
Oh, well, go for it, sir.
Well, okay, the question is, if you listen to, I guess it's the same if it's, if the source is Japanese or American or whatever, and you're supposed to dub it into Swedish, how do you kind of, do you find it hard to bring to life the original kind of character as a Swedish dub, or do you just do your own thing?
Mostly my own thing, because if you don't know the language, it's really hard to know what they're feeling. I mean, of course you can watch the character, but sometimes it doesn't show that much how the character feels. So you have to just go with your own gut and do your own thing.
Okay. And Timo is now wondering if you ever came up with something to get drawn.
Yeah. Getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, but like Spitfire bro thing, a lot of bronies, that would be cool.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
that can be done.
A crowd of them.
Just a whole host of them. Have almost. Here you go. We can do like the Sistine Chapel. It's going to be Spitfire coming down to Brohoof, and then a whole bunch of bronies coming back up to Brohoof from the other side.
Great.
That'll be
Totally
perfect.
Great.
There we go. The most epic of Brohoofs. Do it, Tetra. He will. There we go. Hadouken style. All right. That sounds like that's an idea. All right, Anneli, can you tell us, of course, we talked about your Twitter and everything a little bit earlier, but where can we find what you have done and find out more about you and get in contact if we so wish?
You can find me at my Twitter. It's Anneli, just ANNELIHEED. And my Facebook page, it's Anneli, the voice actor. Yeah. There you'll find me. There I'll be.
And you are very open to talking to the bronies and saying hello and saying thank you if you like, and being silly with us. So that is good. I said you kind of do play the European version of Tara, it seems. Being very, very open.
I take that as a compliment.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well, I haven't seen you troll as much as her, so.
Yeah. I'm waiting a little bit. I just want to see how this works, and then.
And then start the trolling. Then start posting pictures of like, this is me in a swimsuit, and then just dropping in an image of one of the characters you voice acted. Oh, Tara, that's what she likes to do.
Yeah, Anneli is our Loki of Bronydom.
Who is your Loki of Bronydom over there?
Anneli.
Oh, okay. Calling you a Chaos Lord over there, the Chaos Lord of Europe.
I love being called the Chaos Lord. I always get it now.
Let's see. Friendship, the Chaos Lord. There's our episode name.
Okay.
There we go. All right, that works. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let us move forward just a little bit, and let's go to emails. Anneli, do you have the link to the document that I sent? The link a little earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. What I will do, let me scroll down here. 1, 2, 3. I will highlight one of these for you to read if you will do. Let's see. I will put it in a nice, let's go with, what's your favorite color?
Oh, wait. Just have to find it. Purple.
Purple. All right, I'll put it in a nice, oh, wait, that was wrong. I will put it in a nice purple background.
I find it here.
More of a plum. I put it more in a little bit of a plum background.
Oh my gosh,
Very
Twitter
pretty.
and me are not that compatible. I can't find it.
Do you have the link to the doc?
I had the link to the other doc.
Oh, hold on.
The other one.
Hold on. Let me drop this. I'll send you another link to it.
Yes,
This
please.
is real time. There we go. So click on that, and you can see all the stuff, and I've just outlined one of them in purple.
Let's see. Here I have the document, and here it is. Yeah.
Okay, so cool.
I found it.
This is what we'll do. I will go first. Let's see. We will go. Let me take a look at these. Midnight, if you would like to go second.
Can do.
And then we will do Anneli third, and then Gerjet, if you would like to get fourth.
Okay.
Okay, let me do. I'll make yours. What's your favorite color? Gerjet, what's your favorite color?
I already see it. I can color it myself.
Oh, that's fine. All right, I just made you blue. Or if you want to change it, that's fine. Oh, God. Midnight, what are you doing?
That's my color. There you go.
I see. I guess it is. All right, I'll go ahead and start this one off. This one just jumps right into it. Y'all mentioned a pony hair metal band on your last show. Did you mean something like my wife and I did for the Bronies for Good charity album? I realize it's more Guns N' Roses or The Cult than Def Leppard or Motley Crue, but I may have to try again. At least it's something. So what kind of music do you think is most underrepresented in the fandom? What would you challenge us musicians to make? Not that I would ever write that music just for a laugh. And then the eyes looking back side to side. Love the show, especially the ones that goes completely off the rails and you start seriously discussing late 90s cartoons. Drought's almost over, guys. I know you can make it. Hang in there, Warblist. Let's see, and he does include a link to his the song from the Bronies for Good charity album. But let's see, what you guys have definitely all heard lots of the music. I think dubstep is really underrepresented. That's sarcasm. Everything is dubstepped.
Wop trot.
Yeah, classic orchestral music is very represented.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Also, John Delancey said it a while ago while he was doing the Magic Flute that he wants more orchestra versions of MLP songs.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I only knew two really good orchestral versions of pony music. First of all was the symphony of the first season. And then the intro and the Discord song made by Walt Ribeiro.
Mm-hmm. I think
so. If you're on Tumblr or iTunes Bandcamp, just search for The Living Tombstone Discord Orchestra version by Walt Ribeiro. Download it, buy it, love it.
Mm-hmm. The let's see, yeah, the orchestral's definitely not out there very much. There's certain things that I think the problem with orchestral, I think, is the fact that that sometimes I've certainly heard things that have been put out there orchestral, and you're just kind of like, yeah, you put a picture of a pony in the front of this, but I'm not entirely sure this. It's hard to kind of say of like, is this really pony? I guess it's just somebody in the community made it. There was a really good like Fall Weather Friends song somebody made, and I'm just like, this is a really good song. It's just that, it doesn't really, it just says Fall Weather Friends are just like, all right, I guess it's Brony, I guess. Somebody was mentioning not a lot of reggae. I haven't heard a lot of steel drum Brony songs. Oh, that'd be great. Somebody just rocking out a little steel drum. And then country doesn't come up a lot. But that's the usual. There's some rock. There's definitely a ton of electronica, and I just think that's because it's. I don't want to say it's easy, but it is sometimes to get started and make it. So and do that basic stuff. All right, so you can check that out. Mitty, your turn.
Okay, it says, Dear Apple Cider and Midnight Shadow. Actually says Chef Sandy, but Chef, good luck out there. I've gone too far. I heard you guys like ponies. I also heard you guys talk about programming in E76. Well, I am here to continue that story. I, along with about 5 others, have taken Zero Velocity's joke and turned it into a legit compilable programming language. Fim++, aka Friendship Reports, is a programming language inspired equally by MLP FIM, Java, and Shakespeare PL. The core concept is that a finished Fim++ program should be readable as a friendship report without sounding terribly strange. The nearly complete language specification is on a Google Doc. I think that's a link. Yes, it is. But that wasn't enough for us, so we've even set up a wiki. This project is still young, so much so that we use a very old version to mean a version from last week, and could use some love. In case for some odd reason you don't want to click the above links, below is an example program that simply makes the text "Hello World" appear on the screen. More advanced ones have been written, but I'll spare you the silliness of reading them.
And here's the code. This is how you actually make "Hello World" with the programming language they have built. So here you go.
Fim++. It says, you write, "Dear Princess Celestia, letter 1. That's exclamation mark. I guess that's important. Today I learned something simple. I said, hello world. That's all about something simple. Your faithful student, Digit Shine." And then there's the digit sign, who's the guy who wrote the email. And I actually saw these guys writing this program, and hilariously enough, it actually works.
You compiled it, and it's "Hello World." That is a very silly thing.
Yeah.
Amazingly silly. Yeah. But it works.
Over at my podcast, the Pony Time podcast, the German pendant to this podcast here, because we are currently in autumn break, we just said to our listeners, well, we have 4 weeks of autumn break. Write us a program in FIM++, and we will read it and test the program. So we're looking forward for programs.
Start actually using this. Start to see FIM++ actually show up on real applications. Somebody going like, so we're going to have to compile this in FIM++ and have that show up. All right, that's cool. That's a neat little obsessive thing. Put in a now Friendship is Magic programming language, so you can check that out. All right, Anneli, your turn.
Yeah.
Anneli.
Okay. Dear Princess... Oh, wait. Wrong pony. To the fabulous podcasters, Apple Cider and Chef Sandy, and any fantastic guests. Well, thank you. First, I just want to say that your show is the absolute best thing to listen to for a fix of pony. Fan art is great, fan fiction is also great, and fan remixes are great too. But, sorry, I'm going to try to be serious. But I listen to your show more than I look at any of those other things. I became a brony only 7 months ago, mainly because I'm behind the times on everything. But yeah, whatever. And was met with some pretty harsh criticism from my family. They don't know that I still watch MLP and such. But it's been incredibly great to finally go to college and to be able to freely express my pony love. Well, to keep this short, I'll start off with the questions. Forgive my repeated questions. I'm trying to catch up on your show as I listen to the new ones. But I have only gotten to episode 36. 1. Do you have any advice for bronies who can't express their broniness in their families? 2. How does the brony show the world their pony love if they're flat broke and can't buy wonderful pony swag? Please, you must tell me. And finally, have you ever considered doing a fan fiction show where you will treat several fan fictions like an episode and break them down, look at the details, and so on? I think it would be really awesome, and a great way for ponies to become more interested in fanfic in general. AC, I'm sorry, but Rainbow Dash is best main 6. But for consolation, Twilight Sparkle has the easiest POV? I don't know.
Point of view.
Okay, cool. Point of view to write. Yes, I'm currently working on a fic. Expect it in the future. Luna is best side pony. Crystalis is best antagonist. Antagonist. Antagonist.
Antagonist.
And-
there you go.
Yeah, finally. And Derpy is best background pony. Keep up the great work and hope this gets read on the air. Your faithful listener, the incredible Inky J. P.S. AC, stop cheating on your fanfic suggestions.
No, I'll keep doing it. All right, thank you very much there. Let's see. So with Inky J, let's go through. He's not going to be able to listen to this one for a while. We're at 78 and he's on 36. So in the year that it takes you to get to this episode, let's see. Let's tell you what. Let's start from the bottom there. Finally, there's a fanfic show of several fan fictions. Hey, Mitty, don't you guys do that on your like Q&A thing with the pre-readers or something? Shouldn't you?
We do kind of discuss creating fan fictions and how not to do it, but we haven't gone through and kind of dissected a single or a couple or three fanfics as a kind of, episode breakdown. That would be something we could do, actually.
That would be kind of neat to take a good fic and say, this is why it's good. Like this is why it's written well. It's got good beats. It has a good rhythm. It's not dubstep. Just mention all the good parts of making a fic and be kind of like, this is an example and this is why. So get on that. Start doing that.
Okay. Well, we're actually doing a Q&A, I think tomorrow sometime. So I'll make them do it.
Okay. What fic? Let's see. You should do Sunny Skies All Day Long. A fantastic fic.
We could do that one.
There you go. Or do whatever you want. I'm not gonna
the Ballad of Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, who are you? Who are you, Seth? Come on. Don't do that here. All right, second question. How does let's see. Let's go. I'll tell you what, do the first one and then do the second. Advice for bronies that can't express broniness in their families. The question is does it really seem important to you for families to know that? I actually talked to my mom about like a week ago, and she was like, well, how are things doing? Are you still doing the podcasting? And I had done, podcasting for years before this. I was like, yeah, I've been doing that. She's like, cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this thing, and I've been doing the pony thing, and it's really, really popular. And she's like, pony thing? I'm like, you forgot. What pony thing? Just don't worry about it. It's like, if you forgot about when I told you that and you scrubbed it from your brain, it's fine. I don't want to.
It's just like, I'm trying to forget that. The incredible burning shame.
I washed it from my brain. What could you ever be talking? No, just don't worry about it. No, it goes into a lot of blank stares and just kind of like, I'm just like, yeah, if it is really something where having your family be part of something, it's a big deal. You can do that, but the less amount of a deal you make out of it, the less awkward you try and make. It's like, I love this show and you have to accept me. Like, no, go like, I'm watching this show. It's a good show. That's why I'm watching it.
It's like, I like the show. Get off my back about it. And they'll usually say, okay, if you really do like it, you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. But yeah, just don't try to sneak it onto the VCR or, the DVD player or your, internet radio show thing. Don't keep putting it on in front of them and expecting them to like it if they don't. Hey, just say, I like this.
Oh, let's watch this show. It's on the Netflix queue. How did it get here? Tell you what, let's have an experience.
I can't turn it off.
We started watching. I think this is really good. What do you think? This is coming out pretty sneaky. I don't know.
It could work. It could work.
It could. Let's see. The next one. How do you show love if you are broke and can't buy swag? Save some money, buy some swag. Done.
You can, make something.
I don't know.
Paint those miniatures, for example. Paints don't cost that much, do they? Just like little tiny pots of paint. and then turn those blind bag miniatures
Pots
into
of paint.
custom ponies.
Does pots?
You know,
does paint come in pots where you're from? I'm just imagining.
Yes.
Just little like ceramic pots of paint.
Does your paint come in tubes? Or
Yes. Ours are in tubes.
bags? Your paint comes in bags.
Yes,
obviously.
a bag of paint. Yes, I would like to buy the red bag of paint.
But it sounds sweeter with a pot of paint. It's like,
I buy a little pot of paint, yes.
I imagine a pot of paint and a little paint flower will start blooming from it.
They come in pots. Oh, come on. I can't be living in backwards world that much.
Oh, excuse me, let me get a little pot of paint, yeah. Oh, look, a little paint
Pint
plant.
of paint.
It doesn't... Actually, they used to sell it in pints. I think they used to sell it in pints, but I think they're not allowed to sell it in pints anymore. It comes in litres now.
People get confused. It's like a liquid in a pint drink. Oh, that was bad.
No, it comes in a pot. You take the top off of it.
A pot.
Picking on me again.
A pot. A pot of
midnight,
paint.
you live in
What
such
are
a strange little backward quaint world.
What kind of crazy Finnish world do you live in that paint comes in pots?
Sweet.
Come on.
It's sweet.
I can just
It
imagine it.
does.
It's like,
Today I just bought 2 pints of paint. And then I'm gonna buy another pot of paint. The pots and pints, I'm gonna buy them and I'm gonna paint my window. I'm gonna paint a flower.
They're all picking on me now. Oh dear.
I just want to do a pot of paint. That way I could make sure my windowsill's a nice blue colour.
Yeah, some flowers on my windows,
Oh,
eh?
it'd be lovely. I just want to get this little
Lovely.
paint pot.
Be lovely.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that voice, by the way. That is
Thank you.
fantastic.
I think
just
she
came
killed
up with
everyone. She's gonna use it. You can tell. It's just weapons grade cute.
Apple pie.
I love that voice. That is everyone in the chat is just going just broken adorable.
they think it's adorable?
Yeah, look at the
I made
chat.
it
They're
sound
losing
really
their
like that.
brains.
Kind of scary.
You're having marriage proposals, which I think don't work too well.
Yes, I'll marry you.
I dare you to talk in a Scottish accent. Oh,
That's the
Scottish.
Swedish
No,
pipsqueak.
I can't do that.
Scottish pipsqueak.
No, wait, I can say one thing. I can say, it's 8 a.m. in the Big Brother house and Helen is making porridge. Yeah, that's Scottish for you.
That's almost Scottish.
England. Yeah, okay.
We officially Chowder, calm down. I might have to slow you if you just if you keep dying of horrible in the chat. All right, let's see. And the buy stuff. There's stuff you can get relatively inexpensive. Just save a little bit of go get some pins. People sell pins. They're cheap. Pins are everywhere. Okay. Gerjet, if you would mind taking care of yours, sir.
Yep. I heard my shout out in one of your podcasts and I was so happy. Thank you so much. I have 2 questions. 1. What was your greatest bonus story you ever heard from some pony? 2. What character do you want to see to have its own episode? I personally want to see a Sikoa episode. Appendix Fluttershy is best pony, favorite episode is Putting Your Hoof Down, and best host is Terry. Doubt that I spelled that right. Your listener, Bolt, aka Saya Prate. P.S. If you want to read a good fanfic, I want to recommend My Little Kingdom, Hearts is Magic.
All right, let's see. Best story that we have heard from some pony. I assume that's like best like story of the fandom coming together for something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let me think. I'm trying to. I mean, the fact of how much stuff we've donated to Bronies for Good, and the stuff that we've done for like the various charities is pretty awesome.
Anthony Bourdain was quite groovy.
Yeah, that was
He's semi brony, I think honorary brony at least.
Yeah, when we stood up for Bieber, I guess. No, not really. I love my bronies. Oh God, Beaver knows about us. I'm trying to remember. I know that there have been some stuff that has happened that I'm just totally flaking out of my brain that has been like cool stuff for the community. I'm going to deflect on this. Gerjet, did you guys have an auction or anything that went to charity?
Coming soon, or did we had?
Did you have one?
We are currently planning an auction with Bronies for Good for mid-November. Details will be published soon.
Mm-hmm.
In short, it will be an Iron Artist Challenge. So 24 hours of art streaming and talking and more drawing and more charity and even more drawing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see, I'm looking at some of the suggestions from people in the chat. Iron Raptor Studios brings up the fact that there was one back in 4chan about a guy who basically had a Rainbow Dash blind bag in his pocket, and it gave him the courage to actually stand up to his abusive stepdad. That's something, definitely. Eesh. Well, it's good that... It is interesting how the show itself, not only the community, but kind of the message in the show... It's very interesting. We're an older subset of people, but you know there is the point where you know what the show says kind of does be like, oh yeah, we should do that. That's a good idea. We should probably actually do that. It's nice to be nice to people, huh? Who would have thought? Like it's interesting that the show makes that all happen. So you know I find that quite fascinating. Second thing, what character do you want to see have its own episode? They personally want a Zecora episode. I think we're all going to have to agree that since Anneli is here, a Spitfire episode / more Wonderbolts could be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Let's see.
Yes, maybe at an academy. That would be good.
Maybe. They always have a vinyl scratch episode could be fun. You know, if we're just going for whatever characters we want to toss in there, you know, a Gilda episode. I'm just randomly just picking them now. Let's see. So what would you say, Mitty?
Well, if I couldn't have a Doctor Who's one, I would actually have to say the Zecora story would be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, Zecora would be good because you could expand the universe a little bit. Or tell you what, I'll make all the Luna fans go nuts and say Luna. There. The story all about Luna, even more. Don't even have to involve the main six. It's just Luna. There. I like that. Look at that. They're just going to go, woo! Look at them. It's so easy to appease them. Hey, guys, Luna. Woo!
Scootaloo. Somebody wrote Scootaloo. She's so cute.
Yeah, the Scootaloo story is one that... See, look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go.
Yeah, yay, woo.
They all Luna fans are
Mexican wave. What's that?
Mexican wave? I don't know. You guys
I think they mean... Imagine you saying in the middle of a crowded stadium, Luna, and the whole crowd going, yes! That's what they're doing.
Spike, yeah.
Mudkips, yes. Woo!
We have had a few Spike episodes, but more Spike is always good.
Yeah.
Or we could have a background pony like Applejack.
Mm.
All right. I did get an email from someone. I wonder if it's a little bit later where it's just like, all right, time to cut off the Applejack hate. I think it actually is one of these.
Oh, okay, that's true. Applejack is good.
Yeah, Applejack is a great pony. It is simply bringing up the fact that she needs a few episodes. So
she does.
Yeah.
And according to the episode summaries, she has 2 chances in the next season.
Oh, that's good. Hopefully something comes of it. I still think my I Heard episode would be great. My idea that everyone is crazy about a device called the I Heard, and she is the one that doesn't get it and has to, you know, is pretty much the story of, listen, sometimes it's fine if your friends are not into the exact same things you are. So
that sounds good, actually. Yeah,
it would be like everyone is just going nuts over this new I Heard thing, and just losing their mind. And she's just like, nah, I'm good. No, you have to understand. You need to have this. No, I really don't. No. It could be fun. I don't know. Silly ideas. All right, let's see. I will go ahead and go next. Dear Sandy and Chef, thank you immensely for entertaining the vast pony community during the ponyless drought, a period where only the hardy have survived. Between your interviews with cast and crew and your entertaining look on the many creative aspects of the fandom, you have helped the community stay informed and engaged. For that, you deserve praise. I come to you today with advice, a question, and a statement. My advice concerns those who find it difficult to admit it public to being a brony. Oh, that's nice. It takes care of one email before. It is simple, effective, and terrifying initially. Just do it. By making it something to hide, by acting ashamed of it, you invite derision and when it is inevitably discovered. Owning it and turning it into a pillar of strength disallows the majority of mocking. There will always be those who will seek out to mock others, and they will always exist. Choosing to hide out as if their opinions matter in the slightest is a slight against yourself and does no favors in the short term, long term, and any length of term. I had to handle maybe a half dozen comments regarding it on a naval shipyard I work and nothing more. My question is simple. With only 13 episodes and a possible DVD movie sometime next year, if Top Draw's listing is accurate, what are your positions on the future of this generation? There are many conflicting feelings on this. The doom and gloomers look at the negatively taken comments by Hasbro as stages as a sign they are slowing down and perhaps coming to a close. Yet with an official comic book, Brony plush toys, an Amazon exclusive DVD box set, the superb ratings for the show, the great financial success for the toy line, and Hasbro's record of squeezing the life out of its properties, it would seem the future of this generation is rather secure and that we're seeing just the tail end of an old production order. It is my belief that 65 episodes in a DVD movie were planned out since the start, and what we see from it is the success of the show playing out. And now for a little beatdown directed your way. Stop it with the best background pony jokes directed at Applejack. It isn't funny in the fandom overall, and it's a joke that has been run into the ground over and over again. While it doesn't get the same quantity of usage as 20% Cooler or 10 Seconds Flat for Rainbow Dash or Chicken Scootaloo, just to name a few of the many memes the community has created, it darkens any Applejack discussions and incredibly vexing as a fan of the character. I'd rather you not go to a line for the character if the only line you have is in a manner derogatory. Keep up the good work and pony on. With respect, Steel Eagle. P.S. Applejack is best pony and has survived being attacked by a steel here. And Puget Sound, Rarity, a close second. All right, let's go. Let's device. Yes, I agree with what he said for the advice. The question. I'm going to make a broad assumption and say that next year, when we have season 4, it will probably be 13 episodes as well.
But next year we also need to look at the franchise will celebrate its 30th anniversary. So there must something planned by Hasbro to celebrate this anniversary.
Yeah, it could be, or it could not be. I mean, there's nothing to say. The information that the executive gave a little bit earlier was that, hey, we could do a lot more episodes of this, but people buy just as much as if there's only a few episodes. So why even bother? Just put stuff on reruns and be done with it. You know, it costs us less money. Yeah,
I think they might keep their eye on things, really.
Well,
I mean, it does cost money to make a show, but if you don't spend money, you don't get money. So,
well, here's my take, and this is the unfortunate part. This season, as said, sounds like it's going to be 13 episodes in a DVD. Here's the catch-22 we're going to be in. All right, if that happens and the DVD is released and we all buy the DVD, then they'll go, oh, that's great. We can just do 13 episodes in a DVD and make gangbusters. See? Look at that. That's
Wow.
Yeah, that would be the exact thing. Oh, we made so much money by selling this DVD. We should just do that next year.
Well, I think next year they're going to turn it into a movie. I really do think they're going to be putting it towards a movie.
A full theater release. Oh, that would be good, but
I don't know about theater release, but at least a kind of direct-to-home video movie.
they'll do Twister before they do Pony. they'll I don't even know
comes
if
out
they
next
have
year.
Twister. I don't know.
Twister is, as far as I know, was announced while the last shareholder conference. Also, Whisk the movie and Monopoly the movie.
Twister the movie.
Twister the movie.
Quick, man. Right hand green. Right hand green.
No, that was blue. I'm colorblind. And then he explodes. I can just see it now. It's a horror movie about how you have to keep playing this game.
It's what was that movie a little while back that was like the mind sweep, the mind diffusal movie?
They did do the I've even forgotten the name of the game.
Oh God, it's a Hurt Locker. So it's like Hurt Locker, but based on Twister. It's like, no man, come on, we gotta move there. Come on, right foot, put your right foot there.
Battleship the movie somehow also worked.
I guess.
Hungry Hippo's the movie. It's a hippo, and he's hungry.
It's just people running in slow motion for 2 hours. It's like, getting there, getting to a bunch of cakes. I'm getting there, yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me get these pellets. Rah, rah, rah.
Oh, mom.
I sure do love these little
I would totally
pellets.
see that movie.
Which one of you ate the most? I ate the most. Then you're the winner. Yay. Good going, Purple Hippo.
And it's got the Rocky theme as he's eating them all.
Pink turquoise.
If we are going to go back and do board games, I would like to see the Crossfire board game movie. The best board game of the mid-90s, where all you did was shoot small ball bearings at things. It was great.
I'm going to go Google that. I think I've played it.
Oh, it had the best commercial ever. Crossfire, you get caught up in the and just these kids just really into shooting these little ball bearings at something. And then you'd lose all the ball bearings and the game was worthless.
And you could never buy any more ever.
No, you couldn't. There's no ball bearings in the world.
Man.
Moving on, let's see. So that's my guess, maybe. That's my thought. I hope that there's more episodes, or in the world's best scenario, they actually go, oh, this is popular. Maybe we should actually do a full movie. I don't know. That'd be cool.
That's actually my guess. They're going to say, oh, people like this show. Let's actually take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about Transformers in the chat.
They are? The Transformers?
Yeah.
Transformers and My Little Pony Beast Wars crossover.
Transponies.
Make it happen. Make it happen, Hasbro. That would be so awesome, wouldn't it?
It could be. Let's see. Everybody's talking about the Transformers animated. Wasn't particularly good, they're saying. And for some reason... And for some reason, Chowder wants you to say goodbye because I think he has to run out.
Oh, goodbye, Chowder.
All right, let's see. And let me see. And the Applejack thing. Yeah, I'll stop that. Unfortunately, Sandy isn't here, and he's the real wild card. So I'm not sure if you can rein him in. But I'll just shake my head and go, Sandy.
And I'll pretend to be Sandy and nurse my smacked hoof. And feel really bad about calling
Midnight
Applejack
Shadow
back
playing the part as Sandy. Bad.
Well, I did actually just do that.
You actually smacked yourself.
Oh, like this.
What is wrong?
It's like, oh, I'm sorry I pointed out Applejack is a background pony.
Mitty, just read the next thing. What? Jeez, he's so weird.
Where are we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi,
greeting to you all, and
Ah.
to the meat of the matter. last week you talked about how the numbers for My Little Dashie were so off. 2 things. 1, if you click on stats just under the chapter list in Film Fiction or follow this link, which appeared to be broken at the time of this mail, it will provide the information for how often the story is viewed. My Little Dashie makes it into the Filmfic What's Hot list at least 2 to 3 times a month that I see, and I don't check that list more than 1 to 2 times a week. Why is it so popular? Because it is one of those classics that 99% of people who read it would recommend to their friends who are just getting into film fan fiction. And I baselessly declare 30% of the people who read it remember to recommend it to 1 or more friends. It is also read multiple times by people, sometimes from multiple IPs, and if they are not logged in, this counts as multiple views. The stats button is quite fun, especially seeing what links, including Google searches, send people to various stories. The site statistics linked at the bottom of every film fiction page in fine print, and I will link it here, is also quite amusing. Yep. On the 4th of July, for instance, traffic was up 15%. At least that's what I want to say, despite only 20-ish stories being approved. Unfortunately, you can't look at trends past week or so ago. Have some fun with those buttons. I want to see what you think. Is that Pico Pie or Pico Pie? I'm not quite sure.
Looks Spanish.
So I'm looking at My Little Dashie, and of course this is something we brought up because if you go and do the filter on film fiction to actually bring it up, it's at the top, and the number of views on it is ridiculous. Of just it is a 1-chapter story, and it has had nearly 300,000 views, where the first chapter of the next one, that is Anthropology, has had 71,000. So it's a huge gulf between those. And yeah, it's just kind of fascinating to me to go that fic is just kind of it's I don't know. How would you describe it, Mitty?
I don't actually like that fic very much.
Yeah, I think it's pandering a little bit.
Well, it's popular because it is a reader self-insert, oh, I wish this would happen to me thing with some poignant ending. It's not terribly bad, but it's not terribly good. It's kind of Twilight territory.
Yeah, it is very like, my life is sad and pretty bad, and then all of a sudden I find this little blue pony, and she makes my life perfect. Whee!
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's the appeal of it. I'm not saying it's terrible. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I got like
why
5.
It's 300k? I don't know.
Yeah, it's 300k. It is the most read fic.
It's crazy.
Read. Yeah, it's and of course, if you start factoring in like the most read across all the chapters, then the gulf disintegrates because it only has 1 chapter. But still, that's pretty substantial, just for one story.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Okay. So yeah, that's neat. That neat little bit. Oh no, I forgot part of the show. Hold on. Let me think. I forgot to pull up the iTunes bronies.
Got to pull up the...
Time to pull up the iTunes bronies. There's a gulf in the show. Let's see.
Apple cider, the picture of professionalism.
I know, really. Anneli, how have things been? Enjoyed the show so far?
I'm totally enjoying it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. iTunes is so slow.
Oh yeah, I've actually only just noticed, because it's a bit late here, that the 5-star iTunes Bronies list is empty.
Yes, it certainly is. But I can fix that by typing in Bronyville here on iTunes. Do you know, Midnight Shadow, that you can type in Bronyville in iTunes?
I did not know that. I will go to iTunes and do this.
And this applies no matter if you're on US iTunes or on any of them. You can find us there, and you can go check it out.
Do that.
You should do that. And if you go to the US store, which is the one I look at because I'm an American, I show that we have 731 ratings and a 5-star rating on iTunes, which is amazing.
It is true.
Yep. Let's see. So let me click this. So
Wow.
531. Let me type that in. Or 731, I mean. Ratings on iTunes. And I want to thank those that left us written reviews this week. And for some reason, I can't spell iTunes right. The written reviews this week on iTunes came from, of course, 5 Iron Brony. Let's see, 25th. Got to take a look at this. So to the 20th. So 5 Iron Brony was it this week. Hey, thanks 5 Iron. Hey, you guys should leave us a review on our iTunes. You can find that Bronyville, and as said, if it goes across to any of your other aggregations, I heard that there was a tool that will allow me to see other stores. But please do that. It keeps us up there. I have to keep combating Kevin Smith and his bazillion shows and his several thousand stars at some point.
Yes, there are 3 reviews here, I can see.
Oh, and we'll go ahead and call out those reviewers as long as they said they liked us.
Well, there's
Apple cider?
Brohoof by...
Yes.
I just have to ask you one thing.
Sure.
There is a guy called Sweet Brony, and he really wants me to make you say something in Swedish.
Uh-oh.
So are you up for the challenge?
Is it that string I see right there? Oh, man.
Let's see.
It's,
You can say, let's see.
is it that thing he just linked a little bit earlier in there? Let's see.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe it is. I haven't seen it. I can teach you how to say, can you say this? Jag gillar ponnyhästar.
Jag gillar ponnyhästar.
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 Yeah.
It's Bonnie.
That's soon enough.
Ponnyhästar. All right, and what did I say?
You said, I love to have cake.
Oh.
No. You said, I like ponies.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Ponnyhästar.
So, yeah, ponnyhästar. That's like ponies.
Yay.
Ponnyhästar.
Ponnyhästar. I know words in other languages now. This has been an informative day for me. Hooray! All right, let's see. 5 Iron Brony, thank you for that. And we did have a donator. Let me pull that up because donators are super cool. Keep us going on the show and make sure that we can keep doing super awesome things. So thank you to A Ink, or let me see. Let me make sure I get this right. A Ink Pen. Thank you very much for sending across. Or fandom name looks like Inkwell. He said, love the show. Realized that watching cartoon alone is like eating half of the apple. The fan creations are fantastic, and I'm so glad to have found this podcast top-notch worth. So thank you very, very much, Inkwell. If you wish to donate across to us and help us produce this show, you can always do that. Go over to bronyvillepodcast.com. Click over on the right-hand side. Leave us a donation if you like the show. You know, just a little bit helps, and we can go ahead and make awesome material, keep up the bandwidth, and, you know, buy new equipment when needed so that we can do awesome live material. As said, I'm kind of thinking about finding out if I can live stream coming at some of these other conventions and put on a helmet and just GoPro it and, you know, all that craziness. So we'll see. I would love to do that.
Donate to him that he can come to my convention.
I'd do that too. If we can get enough, I'd go across the world. I'm crazy. I'll do crazy stuff like that. All right.
It's quite a long way.
It is. But I'd actually be able to see you again, Mitty, maybe.
Yeah, if you were there, I'd think I could get my way there.
Maybe. You know, we've seen each other once when you came over to the Bay.
Yeah.
How long was that flight?
Oh, 14 hours?
Ugh.
It was something crazy like that. 3
Ooh.
different planes.
Yeah.
And the entertainment system broke.
Ooh. So you're just sitting there
That's
twiddling
the
your
worst
thumb.
case scenario.
Yeah. I was a
Almost.
gibbering wreck with no bandwidth by the end of it. It was really, really terrible.
We're like, please, somebody turn it on, make it work. I can't live through this. We're like that.
Yep, and I started off the shadow puppets instead, made out of napkins.
Just emergency rations. You're taking the airbag in the front of the seat, the one that you use when you're feeling kind of nauseous, and you just hello, how's it go? Just doing
My
it.
name is Mr. Bag. Hello, I want to be your friend. Yeah.
That's a cute voice.
Hello,
Hello, my name is Mr. Bag. How are you? I wish to say hello. Oh no. Mitty's lost it.
Gone. Just gone. Gibbering wreck. Twitching. And it's like, somebody give me internet via IV in the vein. At the end of it.
Yeah.
It was not nice. Yeah.
Checking in on this real quick. Hey Tetra, how you coming across on the drawing? We want to make. Oh, look at that! The moment I asked for it. Look at it. All right, let me make sure that link comes across. Swedish Spitfire.
Yeah,
And
brother things. Somebody's OC. Who is it? Is it? And there's people in line as well.
And it just keeps going.
Cool.
You're more popular than a stash of cider.
Yeah. Cool.
And then suddenly Spitfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's me and then Spitfire. Me and Spitfire.
The brew hoof itself turned you into Spitfire. I became what I want.
It's like Dragon Ball Z.
Changed. I'm like a changeling.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Thank you very much for the donators. We got one cool thing time. Time to talk about one very, very awesome thing that you can check out that is cool and that is something you should give a look to. I want to bring this up because my friend Dusty Cat, who does his little show, name. He's a good guy. He is a great guy in the Bay Area. Need to hang out with him more, and we will probably be doing stuff upcoming at a convention. But he is having something called the Studley Stallion Stash Off. November, or otherwise known as Movember, is a event that happens all over the world where us guys grow mustaches. And I participated for about a week and a half until my mustache started to make me look real creepy. But this is a event that he is doing, a donation drive. And there will be there are two sets of contests for bronies and military bronies to go ahead and grow a mustache as part of Movember, if you can grow facial hair. And the ones that will be judged by Dusty Cat, Stephen Magnet, Lee Tokar, Fancy Pants, Trevor Duvall, Big Macintosh, Peter New, and they even managed to have Discord John Delancey for the event to help out with this. So as part of Stay Brony, my friends, they are doing a Movember event to grow mustaches. So if you want to do that, that is going to be movember.com.fobequestria.com for the Studley Stallion Stash Off. And there you go. Work together, make a little work together to do some mustache building. Let's see, and Djorkin is stating something here. So I will go ahead and bring that up, chat to him. Mitty, what is the link you have?
I'm just going to totally go for the My Face Wins Swedish Spitfire.
Aww. That's so sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Let me take a look, give a little click to that. My Face Wins Swedish... Oh, wait, this is a...
Schmidfire.
Schmidfire.
Did I say Schmidfire?
No, you didn't.
I think I made it.
You said Spitfire.
Schmidfire. Schmid. This is how they speak in Sweden. Schmidfire.
Every day we go like schmiddly schmoot.
Schmid.
That's the question. Do they have the Swedish chef in Sweden, and is he like from somewhere else?
No, he's Swedish here as well, but he's not that funny here.
You're just like,
nobody gets the joke. It's like,
I find that offensive to my homeland.
No.
Oh, no, that. All right, let me see.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
In a moment.
I was very silly.
It's like smooth. Somebody say hi. Hi.
Gerjet, what was your link that you have?
Yeah, as we already mentioned a dozen times, season 2 starting very soon over here, and sometimes Nickelodeon shows Love is in Bloom in its full version, and I linked an MP3 to the German version of Love is in Bloom.
Okay, very cool. And that's linked in the show notes. And we have a link here for an audio boo file. What is this? This is Anneli's Spitfire-licious file that has been found, it appears. So it has been appended to the document. If you want to listen to her, let's see. Actually, tell you what, I might be able to click it and actually play it real quick. Let's see. Let me get you guys to be quiet. This might be a little loud. I'm testing this. This is completely live.
I'm the S to the P-I-T-F-I-R-E, and ain't no other pony who says Äpplepaj like me. I'm Spitfire-licious.
There we go. You guys didn't hear it, but I played it out for the chat. They're going to enjoy some Spitfire-licious right now. There we go. All right, cool. And we do have a little announcement. We have a friend of the show. DeJorkin wants to go ahead and give a prize out to our listeners. So any of you that are willing to go ahead and donate this week, and we can go ahead and do this. So for this week, we do have a donation prize. If you wish to donate across to us, let's do a minimum. If you can donate $5 across to us, just to let us keep the show going, bring you great material, have great chatter, be the silly faces we are. We have a copy of Just Cause 2 that we can toss your way, and you can play on your Steam and enjoy wonderful video game, at the privacy of your own home. So if you so wish to do that, go over to bronyvillepodcast.com or bronieshow.com. Just leave us a little donation. We'll put you in a drawing to see who wins that. So please, if you like the show, this is a way that you can give back to us and have a chance for us to give something back to you. And again, thank you to Jorkin for offering that to us this week. That is very nice. You are a nice man or lady. I think you're a man. Yep. All right, let's see. And let's go ahead and wrap this up. First off, let me go ahead and thank my co-hosts that were able to join me this week. First off, I want to go ahead and thank Gerjet. Good luck with everything going on with Galacon. And if you want to go ahead and pimp that one more time.
I try my best.
No, you want to talk about Galacon? Just one more time.
Very soon, if we have something more to announce, something special to announce, I will return to here.
Okay, sounds good. So keep an eye out for everything with Galacon. And let's see, Mitty, thank you for coming up and being the Thunder Maker this week.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Was it really fun? Did you have a good time?
It was. I got to talk to Spitfire.
You did.
Aww, I got to talk to you.
It works both ways. You didn't just talk to her and she just kind of not responded. Like many of your other interactions with girls.
I was like, who is that? I don't know him. Oh my God.
Maybe if we just avert our gaze, they won't even look at us anymore. Ugh.
Who is that? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Just keep moving. I don't like him.
Oh God, that's the dress. Oh my God.
Why is he in a dress? That's weird.
I know. Sorry.
No, he works it really well.
Gangnam Style.
Oh, I seen the Gangnam Style with the Spitfires Tushy dancing.
I have.
I might have to go look.
Somebody sent it to me at Twitter. Like, you have to see this. You really have to see this. I was like, okay. I was like, oh my God, I'm dancing. Cool.
Go me, Gangnam Style. All right, so thank you, Mitty, for showing up. Very good on that. Also want to thank Anneli.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming on. You have been a gracious guest and waiting and getting everything situated with us and our silly faces while we were getting everything scheduled. So thank you very much for your time. You were a wonderful, wonderful guest.
Thank you for inviting me. It was very much fun. And I just have to say one thing to all of the sweet bronies out there. I have to say this. Äpplepaj. There you go.
Excellent.
I had to do it.
No, you're totally fine. And thank you all of you listeners that are enjoying a nice slice of apple pie right there. If you want to go ahead and follow our show, if you love us enough, then this is where you can find us. bronieshow.com or bronyvillepodcast.com is the webpage. bronyville@gmail.com is the email address where you can send us mail, and we may talk about it on the show, or you could just chat with us. Join us roughly every Saturday, noon Pacific Daylight Time at justin.tv/Bronyville podcast. iTunes reviews. Leave them. We love them. They do so much. It's awesome. And you can listen to our show on Celestia Radio every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 11 p.m. UTC, if you so wish. Twitter, my Twitter account is at Bronyville. Chef's is at Chef Sandy. Midnight's is Midnight Shiripuni. Pretty much.
Just remove the vowels.
Yep. Tinko Man is Tinko Man, I believe.
No, Masto Tenko.
Masto Tinko. Yep, I forget that. And Anneli is Anneli. And meetup groups, I have the Bronies of Northern California, and Chef has North Texas Bronies. And that's it. That'll take care of us for episode number 78. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to our awesome guest for showing up. And you're welcome back whenever you want. You can show up whenever you wish to, Anneli. You're more than welcome.
Much.
And we will be out. We will join you next week. Next week we will have only 1 week until more pony. So till then, sleep well, every pony.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nighty-night.
Every Halloween, we sing a song that's just too spooky. Kids all trick or treat to a beat that's just so kooky. Goblins, ghosts, and skeletons will spite the night with ghoulish fun. Their shrieks of terror fill the night air, spooking all your guts out. Too spooky for you. Too spooky for you. Every Halloween, we celebrate a date so scary. Vampires out to feed, with shiny teeth that make you wary. Witches, werewolves, mummies too. They've set their demon eyes on you. They'll break your skull and take your soul. So stay under your covers. Too spooky for you. Too spooky for you. Too spooky for you.
We advise all children stay indoors. It's just too spooky out there.
Every Halloween, we do a dance that's just too freaky. Let's all stamp our feet on a floor that's just so creaky. Headless horseman, cloak and dagger, brainless zombies stalk and stagger. Wanting phantoms, haunted mansions, one big lucid nightmare. Twirl and trouble, whirl and bubble, hypnotizing, terrorizing. Please turn on the lights, 'cause I'm shaking. This song's giving me frights. Knees are quaking. Please, November, come and take away